Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and into another very quick get ready with me. As you guys know, we're all on self-quarantine and we're kind of just chilling in our house, but I wanted to go over all the little goodies that I got in my Ipsy boxes this month. So I get the Ipsy glam bag plus I get the regular bag. So we got some really cute products. I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick really busy mom on the go kind of look because that's just my life. I don't really do the whole glam bit, but if you're a mature lady or not mature lady, you can use these. Any age can use these. What's this on my face? I don't know. Anybody can do these small, simple little tips and tricks. I'm just gonna create a makeup look using the products that I got in my Ipsys this month. So if that's something that you're excited, keep on watching. What is going on with this stuff on my face? If you're new here, welcome. My name is Sue. We'd love to have you as part of our family here on YouTube. And for those of you guys who keep coming back and watching my videos, thank you so very much. We're gonna go ahead and just jump right in and get started. First things first, if you guys have been here for any length of time, you guys know that I'm a big Murad fan. So before I started this video, I just cleansed my face with this guy. This is the Murad Hydration. This is the exfoliating cleanser. Now I go in about every other day with this cleanser and I don't seem to have any trouble as far as dryness or anything like that goes. I switch between that and right now I'm using Paris Hilton's DNA cleanser. I got that in a boxycharm or an Ipsy a while back ago. So every other day I use this one and then I'm going through that Paris Hilton one. But first we are going to go ahead and put our sunscreen and moisturizer on. Hello? This is what I've been using. I've gone through a couple tubes of this actually. This is the Environmental Shield Essential C Day Moisturizer Broad Spectrum and it is SPF 30. And I always put a sunscreen on. I spend a lot of time, maybe not right now because everything's closed down, but I have 3 boys, they all play sports, so I spend a lot of time outside generally. So I always put, in the morning, I always put a sunscreen moisturizer on, and at night I use like a heavy duty, very creamy moisturizer at night. Right now I had got my favorite is Sunday Riley, but I had gotten the Tatcha water cream in a Ipsy box or a boxycharm box last month. So that's what I kind of been using at nighttime just to use through it. It's not a very big container or anything. It's just a sample size. And I have to say, I'm not really that impressed with the with the Tatcha water cream moisturizer. I know everybody brags about it, but I prefer the Sunday Riley for sure. It's just a heavier, dutier cream. And that's what my face needs most of the days. Now that we're kind of moving into spring and summer, my skin's not as dry. But, you know, it's fairly dry most of the time. Okay, so you guys know that I do really easy, simple looks. I don't do anything very hardcore. So I generally, on an average day basis, I don't use a foundation of any sort. Just because, like I said, I have 3 active boys, we're outside a lot, and that stuff's just gonna melt off of me. And I just don't like having that thick stuff on my face. However, there are times that I do use tinted moisturizers, depending on what's going on. But I will always, after I put that moisturizer on, I usually always put a transluting setting powder over my skin just to kind of lock that stuff in place. And I use a bunch actually. A lot of times I use Laura Mercier, but I have this huge container right now of Ciate London Extraordinary Translucent Setting Powder. So I am just going to use some of this, gonna try and use it up. It is not my favorite, however, I do, for what I use it for, it's really good. Now, if I was going heavy glam or something like that, I would usually always use the Laura Mercier. It's by far my favorite. Or sometimes if I'm doing glam, I'm shaking the powder back down because there's quite a bit on top here. What was I saying? Oh, sometimes I do use Bare Minerals. I do have Bare Minerals kit and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go and gently, not really gently, but I'm just brushing this over just so that my skin doesn't look so dewy and whatnot from the sunscreen. And this kind of just gives it a little bit of a barrier. So after, whoa girl, got a little too excited. I think that if you was going like heavy glam or something like that with this guy, it would probably give you a little bit of flashback. I'm not sure, but you guys know I really don't. That's not me, girl, okay? I'm just not a glam jam kind of gal. Just because I don't have time to do that. Okay, so now we're gonna go in. I did not get this from Ipsy. I got this from BoxyCharm last month, and this is just the Hey Honey Trick and Treat Concealer, and it's light to medium. I don't mess with my under eyes, and I noticed that it looks a lot worse in camera than it does in person. But I have this really sensitive, really dark circles under here. I am 40, for those of you guys who are curious. If you can't tell, I am 40. But this is a hereditary situation going on here. I am trying, now that I'm like self-quarantining and I have a little bit more time to take care of my skin, I am trying to get rid of some of that discoloration, but I'll be real with you, I don't think that it'll ever go away. And whenever I use concealers under that eye area right there, it just gets cakey and nasty and messy. It doesn't matter the concealer. You can give me $100 concealer and it's still gonna do the same thing. Trust me, I have tried them all. But what I am gonna do, let me see if I can, do I got a mirror? Do I got a mirror on the wall? I am gonna just put a little bit of concealer on my eyelids just to give my eyeshadow just this quick little base to it, gives it something to stick to, but I don't want to do too much. This kind of also helps my skin around my eyes, and my eye area is just very fragile. I get that, I do believe, for my mother. She's Hawaiian and she's got that really dark situation going on underneath her eyes. So I just put a little bit of that Hey Honey down, and I seem to really enjoy that. Okay, so I got two little palette situations going on. Hello? This is the Cheyenne B. I got this one out of my my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. There are the shades in there. Now you guys know me. And then I also got this Oriza Beauty like little tiny quad, which I think is just very, very pretty. I really like those copper colors in there. So what we're gonna do is, what are we gonna do? I'm gonna take this shade called South, oh, you can't even see it. South Peach right there, that's a matte shade. And I'm just gonna kind of, whoa. There is a lot of kick up in the Cheyenne B palette, so we're just gonna kind of give myself a little situation going on here. I don't do anything real fancy with my eyeshadow. Most of the time I just wear one color and I call it good. But today I'm feeling a little bit more fancy. So I'm gonna do a little crease situation. There's that in the crease. And The shadow, the Suarra-RTTLTYAB palette, it is quite pigmented, which is a little bit more pigmentation than I like this color of this color here, but we're going with it because it's already on there. Nothing I can do about it. You just got to blend that stuff out for days. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so there's that shade, and now what I'm going to do is go in with Porta Princess here, and I'm pretty sure I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm not even going to change that. We're going to see what this looks like on the lid. I am a lady who just really likes to get her makeup done. Just a little bit of makeup on in about 10 minutes or so. You know, usually this stuff takes me about 10 minutes. I ain't messing around too much with it, as you guys can see. But I do like a shimmer on the lid. And so we're going with that. Not bad. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna kind of blend this stuff out for days. Cause I like my stuff like very simple and blended. I don't like very harsh colors and creases and things like that. So I'm just blending this stuff out. Blending. And I think I'm going to let it go at that. It looks like it's a lot brighter in the viewfinder than it is in real life, but that is where I'm going with that. I really like the formula of the Miami palette. I'm not gonna step into this guy, I don't guess, or the Oriza. Although I kind of want to. See if I could just add a little bit of love to that. I really think that both of these palettes would be really good for traveling purposes. You can take one little palette, it's not a lot of space, especially for what I do when it comes to makeup. This little quad would be perfect as well. You could even use, if your eyebrows matched up, you could probably even use this here matte shade for an eyebrow. I don't really do my eyebrows, as you guys can see. It's just not in me. I do very quick, simple things, enough that I don't feel bad if I don't have any makeup on, and you know, I look halfway decent. So next up is this Kaleidoscope. This is the Skin Blush, and it's called Prima Donna, and it looks like it is a shade for me. We're gonna give it a little testaroo here, just to make sure. And again, like I said, I am a very quick 10-minute kind of lady here. I ain't messing around. That might be just a little bit too much for me. I don't like it's a little bit on the dark side. Let me see if I can't get that a little bit less intense, shall we? I ain't messing around with that. I think that's a little bit, I mean, I went in a little heavy-handed, so I probably shouldn't have done that. It's got a little shimmer to it, which I'm not sure I like very much. But it's okay. Like I said, I need to figure out how to, maybe it just looks that way in the viewfinder because it looks okay on. So we're gonna leave that with that. I did pull out my Ofra Madison Miller Sweet Stuff blush just in case. I really do like this one. I wear it quite a bit. And then I have the Suarra-RTTLTYAB Guava Glow highlighter. And I'm just gonna see about, not that I need anything else on my face, I don't think, but we're just gonna see about it. Most of the time, I go in just with my regular blush thing here, and I kind of just do this jazz right over the top of my blush, but my blush is pretty shimmery, so I'm not gonna do much there. But this is the Cheyenne B Guava Glow Highlight Illuminator and Guava Glow. So there's that. I also got this one in an Ipsy as well. And then the next thing up is I'm going to do my mascara. And this I didn't get in any type of box, but this is the primer that I use every time. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous Eye Primer. I take stock in this stuff. I don't hardly ever see it at my stores locally. So when I do find it, I usually do buy several. And I am just going to town here. I'm almost out on this tube. I should have pulled a newer tube out for you guys, but I didn't. So I'm going in with this first, as I normally do with any mascara. I can't live without this stuff here. I mean, it is what it is. It just coats your lashes, and it just makes your mascara stick a little bit better and lift a little bit better. I highly, highly suggest giving it a try. I think a tube of this is like $5-6 or something. Very simple. Not simple, very costly, efficient. And then I got the triple shot Ciate London mascara, which I do want to give a try here. My go-to mascara is Thrive Cosmetics, the extended lashes. I can't live without that stuff, but I'm always down for trying new mascaras, especially if it's going to work as well as the Thrive, because Thrive is quite expensive. I mean, a tube of mascara is like $25-30, I think. So if I can find a cheaper alternative to that one, then I most definitely will. This is not bad. However, it is not Thrive Cosmetics mascara for sure. You can definitely tell. It does give a nice little lift to the mascara, I mean to the eyelashes, but it doesn't do what the Thrive Cosmetics does. Even with the primer, I wanted to give it a fair shot. I mean, if this is all the mascara that I had, you better believe that I'll be using it for sure. But I wanted to give it a very fair shot to with the primer to see if I liked it. And I mean, I don't hate it. It's not a bad mascara, but it just is not what the Thrive Cosmetics is. But I do like it, and as a backup, this is a lot better than most mascaras that I've tried. So as a backup, I most definitely will keep it and use it for sure. And then the last thing that I have here is this Tarteist dual tipped eyeliner, which I don't feel like I'm gonna do an eyeliner, mostly because my mascara is already on. But maybe I'll go in here a little bit in my upper waterline. myself in the eyeball and give that a little go. One of these days, whenever I'm gonna wear, it's just not feasible, guys, for me to like get glammed, okay, on what I do every day. It's just not. So that is going to conclude our little look-see. I need to figure out in my camera how to make this a little bit better for you guys, because in real life it looks much better than what it does on camera. So I'm wondering if I need like some kind of setting. If you guys know about makeup settings on the G7 Mark II, let me know, because I don't know. Anyway, that is, although this video is 20 minutes long, if I wasn't recording this little look here would, of course, take me 10 minutes to do, which is the way that I like it. So here is just a quick little routine. These are all of my Ipsy products. I really do like the majority of them. The only thing that I would say I'm gonna have an issue with is this Kaleidoscope blush. And I think it's just because I went in real heavy, because I'm usually used to a lighter blush, but I do like the color. And in real life, I do like the way that the blush turned out after I blended it to the heavens. I'm not mad about it. Anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know of the Ipsy products that you received in your box, which one was your favorite. I do have to say that I really do like the, although it has a lot of kick up, the Cheyenne B Miami eyeshadow palette was really, really good. And I also liked the Oriza little quad, which I'm gonna say for traveling, these little palettes like this, like we go to the cabin and we go camping and that kind of stuff, and those little palettes that don't take up a lot of space really do good job for traveling and just having the bare necessities. One little eyeshadow on the lid is basically what I do if I'm going to work, if I'm hanging out at the house, if I'm just running errands. This is kind of what I do every day. So I just wanted to share with you guys how you could get a quick little 10-minute makeup look if you're just going to be doing your everyday routine. Okay, guys, if you enjoyed this review of all my Ipsy products, please give it a like and a thumbs up. Let me know down below what else you would like to see makeup related from me. I'd really appreciate that. If you are new here, welcome. We love to have you. And as always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.